guys, what's up? It is me, your girl Mariah Vattel, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a really exciting video, and it's also going to be a really exposing video into the retail industry and how it is for small business owners. I'm really going to be being vulnerable during this video and showing you guys some of my personal numbers as well. So this video is basically going to be the big and most asked questions a lot of people ask that are wanting to start a business, and that is, how much money do I need to start a business? I am the owner of an online clothing boutique named Hot Headed, H-A-U-T-E, not H-O-T, okay? And Hot Headed is a brand for the bold, the badass, and the bougie. I own my own clothing brand, so it's something that I want to touch on. But not only will I be telling you guys how much you need to be spending, I'm also going to be giving out 2 free vendors. That is exciting. I have a bunch of vendors that some I've purchased from and others I haven't, but I've heard really good reviews on. So I know as a clothing brand owner just starting out, it's really hard to find vendors. So I figured, why not just give 2 away? I have a bunch and there's a bunch of to go around. So, you know, we all can win. It's 2020, girl power. Period. If you're here to be put on free game, this is definitely the video for you. I'm not going to be cookie cutter with information. I'm going to be real and honest with you. So if you like that type of realness, definitely stay tuned, because baby, this is not sugar coated. This is the real deal, okay? So stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so what I want you guys to do is take out a pen and a notepad and take notes. I'm going to be creating the video that I wish I had when I first started out. All this information, a lot of it came to me after I started my business, and there wasn't anyone on YouTube that was really giving in-depth information. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and just so you don't miss anything, you need a pen and a piece of paper for this free game so you can attain all this knowledge and get your business in order. So how much money you need to start your own business? The first category you're going to need to spend your money on is licensing. Licensing is basically what you need to be a legitimate business. A lot of people say when you first start off that you shouldn't worry about licensing as much because you can go the route of seeing if it's something that you really want to do. So basically, you start the business, you launch it on Instagram, you find a little website, and then you sell your product and see if it's selling, you see if you create an audience, and you see if it really works before you invest in getting everything licensed. Now, I thought about doing that, but I took the legitimate licensing route because with a lot of the vendors that you come in contact with, you're not going to be able to even get into the website to see the product if you don't have a seller's permit. So if you don't have any type of business license, you won't even be able to get in. So that's just that on that. So when you're first starting your business, the first thing you're going to need to get is an EIN. An EIN is basically the social security number for your business. So we as humans have social security numbers, so the government can track every little thing we do and whatever else they have dirt on us about. Okay? I don't know. But yeah, an EIN is basically the social security number for your business, so you're able to file taxes, you're able to get some money back, different stuff like that. And then the next thing you're going to need is a seller's permit or a business license. It's up to you which one you want, but they both have different names, but they're sort of like the same thing. So do your research on what it is that you want. I basically got a seller's permit because during my research, I found out that it was basically going to let me into the websites and the vendors that I might see in person. This would get me into the door. So I didn't get a business license. I got a seller's permit, and then I filed for an LLC. So that's basically so that if someone decided to sue me for whatever, God willing that never happens, they would be suing me for the assets that my business has attained, not what I have attained personally. I hope I'm explaining this right, but yeah. The first thing you're going to spend before you do anything, before you think of buying inventory, is going to be licensing. So get your EIN, which is free, and then also get your seller's permit, which is not free. I paid $192 for my seller's permit. At the time I had it, it was easy. I was working at Louis Vuitton, so $192 was pretty easy for me. I later found out down the years that down the months that I would need that 192 for something else. But anyways, I'm about to tell y'all. Depending on your state, every price is going to be different. So let me break it down to you what that 192 was. The whole thing wasn't 192. It was parts of the seller's permit that equaled up to 192. So I'm going to just get my binder, and this is my business binder. This is basically all my paperwork in it, my seller's permit, all my receipts and invoices from anything I purchased from Hot Headed. There's a few things I need to add though as well. It's getting a little unorganized. The recording fee was $100, the expedited fee was $70, and the copy fee was $22. So it all amounted up to $192. But I think the recording fee, to actually file it as an entity was $100, and then $70 was the expedited fee. I don't know, that just sounds like I'd get it faster. And then the copy fee was so I could have a physical copy. It wouldn't just be digital. So yeah, your price fluctuates depending on what it is that you want. Okay, that's that. So the next category and how much money you need to spend to start your business is inventory. Now this is the one that everybody loves. They think, this is just what your business is all about. It's just about the inventory. It's not, but it does take place. Okay, so category 2 is inventory. It's 2 categories that your inventory is going to go into: direct inventory and filler pieces. Direct inventory is going to come from your vendors, the vendors that you're ordering from, the people that you feel like have pieces that most represent your brand. That is going to be basically your direct inventory. Next are filler pieces. Now this is underlying expenses that most people don't realize is going to come in play. Filler pieces are things that you're going to need when you're creating your campaign or doing a photo shoot and taking pictures for your website that you're gonna need. For instance, suppose from your direct inventory you got a shirt, okay? You have a graphic tee that you want to sell. If you don't have a pair of pants, a pair of shoes, and accessories to make that shirt pop, you are gonna need filler pieces. You shouldn't get filler pieces that are gonna completely overpower the direct inventory that you have. You should get pieces that are just going to bring the look together, because the last thing you need is somebody saying, oh, hey, where can I get that? That's not on your website. And you gotta be like, oh, it's not from us, or you have to tell them where you got that piece from. Now, for inventory, a lot of you guys might not know how that works. So when you're ordering from a vendor, you are buying in bulk. You're not gonna be buying 1 or 2 pieces. Essentially, you're going to be buying 6 and up. Standard packaging is 6 pieces, so it's gonna be either 2 smalls, 2 mediums, and 2 larges, or it's gonna be 1 small, 1 extra small. Wait, let me see. Okay, it's gonna be 1 extra small, 2 smalls, 2 mediums, and 1 large. So it's either gonna vary in those 2 packages. Don't think that you're able to get, oh, I want to get 4 smalls, I want to get just 1 medium, and I want to get 2 larges. That's not how it works. You're gonna have to buy bulk packages. You're gonna have to buy each package separately, if that makes sense. So if you want 4 smalls, you're gonna have to get 2 different sets. So essentially, you're gonna have 12 pieces. You get what I'm saying? So for those who don't know how purchasing from a vendor works, that's how it is. So now I'm gonna be exposing a receipt just so you guys can see basically how that works. So let me go into my handy dandy notebook and grab a receipt. Yeah, this one's a good one. So take notes, guys. This is the first vendor that I'm giving you. Oh, I probably need to cover some of this stuff up. My information is on this. Give me a second. All right, boom, perfect. This is basically an invoice. This is Moguland. Moguland is a vendor based out of the UK. When I first purchased from them, they had some really good inventory, but now their inventory is okay, but it's not exactly for hot-headed for me. But one of the pieces that I'm going to show you that I still have a few on hand is from Moguland, and that is this pack of 6 red PU snake print cord set. If you visited the website, I have a 2-piece red snakeskin set named the Snake Charmer, and that was one of the first pieces that I dropped from the Good Girl Gone Bold collection. So as you can see, this says tax invoice from Moguland. It's UK based, so of course it has a euro instead of a $sign. So one thing I also want to advise you guys to do is, if you're purchasing from vendors that aren't in the US, please convert, because I was like, oh, it's just $94.80 for a pack of 6. It was actually more. I think it was like, I can't remember off the top of my head. This says $102.06, but it came up to like $130 or something like that in US currency. So yeah, Moguland is a dope vendor. Let me show you guys. So this is the piece from Moguland. It comes with this bandeau type of top. Super cute. I really love it. The thing about this is it has a lot of stretch. It actually has like a glazed effect on it to bring out the scales. So if you could see this in person, you would see it also has like a scaly type of effect. If it didn't have this shimmering glazed textile on the top, it really wouldn't be as bomb as it is. So I'm so glad that I have this piece on my website. So if you want to get the Snake Charmer boo, go ahead and head over to my website at www.shophotheaded.com. But yeah, this is a size small, so it comes with this bandeau top. This looks like this, and then it also comes with these pants. The pants are what I call trousers, but as you can see, it's such good quality. The inside comes with like a felt material. I really like these. It's so dope. It's super cute, and I just think it's really high quality, so I would definitely recommend Moguland. This is the first vendor I'm giving you guys, so definitely check them out.
Okay, so this is the second vendor I wanted to tell you guys about. I didn't get to mention them in the video, so I wanted to jump on here really quick to show you guys them now. So this is Giddy Wholesale. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and simple because one, Giddy is not sponsored. Okay, we're not getting paid for Giddy. And two, I haven't personally purchased from Giddy Wholesale. I've just heard really good recommendations about them. So yeah, this is Giddy Wholesale. They're one of the popular vendors online. They're really easy to find though. I remember just typing urban women's vendors online, going through a few pages, and I found them. But what's really dope about Giddy is if you don't have a membership with them, they allow you to see the inventory that they have in stock. So other vendors, their homepage and stuff like that, you have to become a member before you even see what kind of inventory they have, which can be annoying because you'll sign up and then you'll find out that it's literally nothing that you want. So what's dope about Giddy is they allow you to see the inventory, but they don't allow you to see the prices. So the prices that you're seeing now is because I'm a member on the website. So yeah, but anyways, they are a super dope vendor. I know a lot of boutiques purchase from them. They have really trendy urban wear. So if you're looking for something like that, then Giddy is definitely going to be a dope vendor for you. So yeah, their prices are affordable. You can definitely find something that your audience will like. So yeah, if you want to check out Giddy, girl, go at it.
It's this really big tip that I need you guys to highlight, put it in bold, all that. And that is to always convert your shipping costs into how much you paid for each piece. Just suppose you paid $2 for an item, right? You have to convert the shipping fee into how much you paid. So suppose you paid $3 for shipping just for it to get to you. You now paid $5 for an item. It's not separated. So if you paid $20 for a piece and then you paid $10 for shipping, it's now gonna be $30 for that entire piece. You get what I'm saying? Always convert your shipping fee into how much you paid, because if you don't, you're gonna be losing money and you're not gonna be recording how much you actually spent. So when you're pricing an item, it's gonna be off. You get what I'm saying? You can't not include the shipping fee into each individual piece. So all you have to do is divide whatever the shipping fee into each individual piece. So yeah, it's pretty simple, but just never not include the shipping fee, because at the end of the day you're going to be losing money because you're not going to be pricing your product at the right amount. If you already are at the wrong amount that you paid for it, you're not pricing it right and getting the right amount of profit. You get what I'm saying? Because you technically should be adding 150% on to how much you paid for the item. So if you're marking up an incorrect price, you're still not getting what it is that you should be getting retail price. Another big thing that I want you guys to know, or that I realize a lot of you really ask about, is how much should I start with when starting a business? Everybody is going to be different. I really think everybody should start off with 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 pieces that you really think are bomb pieces that are really going to represent your brand. A lot of people recommend starting out with 1 piece just to see if people gravitate toward it and just to see if people are following your brand and are interacting. But I personally think that 1 piece doesn't always get to showcase your brand in whole. You don't always have to go all out like I did. I think I got maybe like 6 different pieces. From that, I really created this whole concept, this really dope collection called the Good Girl Gone Bold collection. And it really was just bold prints, bold patterns, pieces that will really stand out, and pieces that could hold on their own. I feel like it represented my brand well, and people understood what hot hit it was when we first started out. To answer your question of how much you think you should start with, it all is up to you. But personally, I would say from 2 to 4 pieces, because 1 is like, okay, like you get what I'm saying? Make sure you are financially able to, and also know that inventory it's a gamble. A lot of the times there's things that you think people would really love and people don't like, or people aren't purchasing. Not to say that they don't like it, or you just haven't created the audience yet for there to be numerous amount of people that want that item. You get what I'm saying? It's just a lot that comes into buying inventory. So figure out, 1, how much you're able to purchase, and 2, if you're willing to gamble with if that product is going to work or if it's not. But at the end of the day, you're a new business owner. You're gonna have to go through trial and error. Everything is not gonna be perfect. You're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some, and that's just the name of the game. If you wanna be an entrepreneur, you have to realize there's gonna be highs and there's damn sure gonna be lows, okay? So you are now an entrepreneur, okay? Welcome to the world. You've just finished the second step. You've gotten your inventory, okay? Let's move on to the next. The next thing that you are going to be spending your money on is content. Now, content can get pretty hefty. I personally spent a lot of money on creating content, but it also is great for me that I'm a graphic designer. Well, that's more marketing and advertising. Let me stop jumping ahead. Content is basically what you're going to be using for your website, or what you're going to be using to showcase your brand. You're going to need a photographer. You're gonna need a videographer, and then also location. Location, I say, is optional because a photograph outside in the public, and that doesn't cost. Or like me, for the last campaign that I just did, the Amore collection, I wanted to have a luxury feel, so I found a luxury hotel downtown in Baltimore. I didn't want a chance getting put out, so what I did was I just booked a room for the night. I stayed there that night, and I used that as an excuse to be there. So you have to be smart, but also you have to be willing to take chances. I might have been able to get away with not purchasing that day. I don't know, but but at the end of the day, you have to make a decision, and the outcome is just going to be the outcome. For a photographer, all photographers range, right? So you have to figure out what photographer gets the concept of what it is that you're looking for. So for me personally, what I did when I first started out is I went on Instagram and I searched up hashtags. So I would search up Baltimore photographer, Baltimore videographer, different stuff like that, and really found different people that I felt like would bring my concept of my business hot-headed to life. So when I'm doing content, I separate mine into website, product shots, and then themed shots. You don't have to do it that way, but I personally do it that way because you don't want all of your content to just be the photos that you use from your website. That gets boring. I've seen people do it and I don't know if it works for them or not because I don't know their numbers, but for me, I would get bored of my page if I'm just posting pictures from the website. So what I also do is I do themed photo shoots where we go out and we have the models dressed in the clothing and we have them on different backgrounds and different stuff like that. This is the content that you're going to be using for advertising and marketing for your business. I normally do a 4 to 5 hour shoot. So that's all in one day. I do a 4 to 5 hour shoot. I really can't remember how much Jacinda charges, but she charges maybe what? Maybe that comes up to $120 for 5 hours for the day. I think that's really reasonable and she has amazing work. I'll show you her stuff here, and if you're in Baltimore, you can definitely reach out to her and give her a call. She's lit, and you know, hey, we all gotta come up. Sometimes you stingy with the people that you work with because you like, I don't, you know, like, no, you can't use my photographer. But I really want everybody to be put on. You know, when one person wins, we all win. So yeah. Next is videographer. Videographers are expensive, okay? They're way more expensive than a photographer, I feel like, or the people that I've used. The one I first used, he was more on the affordable side, and the other guy, I felt like his work was more elevated and he charged way more. So from $80 to $250 could be for your photographer, and from like $50 to $100 and something can be for a videographer. So keep that in mind. That costs, all right? Then for the location, normally I don't have to pay for location. I find outdoor areas and that's just that. But for this particular campaign, I had to find an indoor location, and I think to reserve that room it might have been like $140 something for one night. So yeah, $250 plus $145 plus like $110. Y'all do the math. That's how much I paid for my latest campaign, the More collection, for the content. So as you can see, that was a hefty amount of money. The one mistake I made when I first launched my business, I had saved over $1,000 working at Louis Vuitton, and I thought I had so much money, okay? So what I did was I spent the majority of that on inventory, right? And then after inventory, I completely just thought about it and I was like, wait, now I have to pay for a photographer or videographer for all this content, and that was money that I didn't have, that I had to wait for to build up and, you know, get. Please don't make that mistake. When you're starting a business, the majority of your money isn't just gonna go into inventory, it's gonna go into the other stuff that makes that vision come to life. So after inventory, realize that content is next. That's what you're gonna be paying for next, okay? Videographer, photographer, and possibly a location, okay? So please, y'all watching this video now, y'all good. Y'all are good, okay? This is beautiful. I wish I had this video when I first started off, okay? On to the next one.